Next up, we are going to create a little function called format money. So let's head over to our library. And it's going to be quite simple, actually. We can just head over here, lib, new file. We're going to call this format money.js. What we're going to do is do an export default function format money and set this. It's going to take in basically a parameter called amount, and by default we can set it to 0. So if nothing gets passed, then it's going to just return 0 for us. And then we're going to say const options, set this equal to style, and we're going to specify currency here. And then we say currency. And since we are working with USD, we're going to pass in USD. You can pass in any other currency if you're using something different. And something else that we need to pass in here is called minimum fraction digits. And here we are going to pass in 2, like that. After this, we're going to check if the amount is, I believe it's divisible. I'm not sure. Forgot the name of this. I always forget the name of this in JavaScript, but essentially it gives you back the remaining number. So if we do divisible by 100, if that triple equals to 0, then options, the minimum fraction digits is going to be equal to 0. So essentially if we have, let's say it's $24, right? This is how it's being displayed for us on the screen. So basically what we're saying is just get rid of these 2 zeros from here. We don't need these fractional digits. So put it to 0. Whereas here, I mean, if it's .25 like that or 99, we want to make sure we have 2 fractional digits. All right. So that's what that does. And then we can format it. So formatter is going to be in entl.number format enus like that /options. All right, this is a cool little code I found on Stack Overflow that you can just use to format your money. So we're going to return here the formatter.format, and we're going to do amount divided by 100. And that should be it. So let's give this a shot. Let's go over here to our profile and import it. Format money. And again, what we need to do is just wrap the amount with this format money function, and that should do it. Let's also add a $sign here at the end, like that. Let's take a look. Amount is not defined. Let's take a look what's going on there. It's amount with 1M. And there we go, 24. Let's remove this $sign here from the beginning. Okay, the end, and there we go. 24, lovely, perfect. It works just fine. So as you can see, since we added this little code here where we say if amount, okay, I want to see because I forgot what this means. Where is it? Why is it so hard to find what this means? I rarely use it, but I can show you here in the inspect element. If we go over to console here. So if I have like 50 by 2 like that, see, it gives us back 0 because it perfectly divides, and it's not gonna, there's nothing remaining here. But if it's not divisible correctly, then it's gonna, so if I do 9 with 2, right? See, that gives us back 1 because it can go all the way to 8, and then the remaining number is 1, right? Because it's divisible by 8, so the remaining one is 1. So if we do amount, so if it's 2,400 by 100, that's going to give us 0, right? So we're saying, okay, well, if it's perfectly this symbol, then if it's 0, if it's triple equals to 0, then get rid of these fractional numbers there. Okay, otherwise just return it and format it nicely for me. Okay, so I hope that's clear now. But yeah, that works just fine. We have our order number, our email receipt, and everything just fine, and we can log out. Woohoo! Finally, what I want to do is add it so, I mean, even if we're not logged in, we should still be able to check out. And that shouldn't be a problem. It should create a new customer when we're checking out. So let's see how we can do that. They won't have access to the orders, but they will still get an email. So that's fine. Because most websites allow you to still buy a product even though you're not signed in through their system. So let's do that.